And you're live, Sue-Ann.
Oh. Yes, hello, sizzling with sass. Running a little bit late because we had a customer. I know, and then now it's going to be like hopefully that we actually have more hominids coming in because the lights are turning back on with the vid being. Thank you, Uncle Dougie, for changing the rules, and we start again. Yes, we're going to start tasting again on February 4th. People are already making reservations, so it was, I think, pretty keen to get out and do something. So we'll be doing tastings Friday and Saturday starting February 4th. So make your reservations soon. So give us a call, or Cara after this will get the reservation system going. Is it going already? Or
no, I have to restart it.
You got to restart it? Yeah. Okay, we got to restart. So anyway, so look at a day or two. Yeah. Make it go. So okay. This is all about easy peasy lemon squeezy ribs, doing sticky ribs, and having a fiance, my soon-to-be husband, who is a smoking and meat superstar, and so he was doing ribs today, and I'm gonna do this and this and make a rub, blah blah. I'm like, I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Wait a second. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Oh no. So I went and found in the fridge or in the thing. So did you want to see 2 bricks? Okay, it's called 5 spice Chinese. It's already ground. What do you think of that? Trust me, that's not dog food. Okay, and so and I got to smell. It's so aromatic and so delicious. And so and I just want to make this easier because for me, I don't have the same. I love and appreciate all the stuff that happens on those gorgeous barbecues back there, but I know most of us don't have the time or don't have the space when you're in condos and stuff. You can't do that. So anyway, how to do ribs inside in your oven. So all I do is take the ribs, and I took that membrane off the back, that silver skin, and just to make sure they're nice and tender, and then took the 5 spice and just just put a nice little layer on and kind of massaged it. You got to massage, right? The meat's been through so much till you get to it, right? So massaged it in with some salt and pepper, and then I baked it in the oven just at 325 for 2.5 hours, and then took it out, and this is what I have here. So now I said sticky ribs, so I'm like, okay, Sue-Ann, those don't look too sticky. So it's really just have the 5 spice Chinese powder on that and the lemon, and so there might be a little bit. No, they've been out for about half an hour now, so they get a little cool. But then to get them sticky, it's just the hoisin sauce. And so when I saw Gordon Ramsay doing this, I'm like, well, this can't be right. But hey, man, if like Gordon Ramsay can do it, then so can we. So I mean, does that not look just delicious as it is? And then I'm gonna go put this in the oven. I already have another rack in there. But I think part of the trick is, sugar, is. Darn, I started on the wrong side here. Is like getting this like absolutely positively all over, because like when you're having, well, I don't know about you, but when I'm having something like this, I like to like eat it and then like suck on the ribs and stuff too. Yeah. So I think partly to make this look great and to get away with this, making it this easy compared to those that spend boatloads of time, like said fiance to fiance.
Hey, Sue-Ann, did you?
Yes, Cara.
So you rub the ribs.
I rub the ribs.
With
the
5 spice.
With the 5 spice.
Did you wrap them in foil, or you just put them in the oven plain?
I put them in the oven. Oh, I put a little bit of apple cider vinegar in the bottom, and a little bit of apple juice too. But like
so
literally,
they steam a bit.
It's steamed a little bit. Yep. And I'm just repeating what you said because I noticed last time, like we don't hear you now that I have the microphone. So the questions you asked we don't hear. So anyway, get it all over. So yes, so just a little bit of juice in there, not a lot, because and it was because they're going to make steam too as they go along. Yeah. So okay.
You didn't foil them or tent them or anything.
Oh,
like that.
Sorry. Yes, and I tented it too. Yes, I covered in foil. Yeah. Yes, that's very relevant. Yeah. Very important. Okay, so get it absolutely positively all over. Let's tidy up. Okay, so with the power and the magic of television, sizzling with sass magic, we're going to go like this. And here we have another. I'll put that one in. We'll eat that one in a few minutes. Tonight we have that for dinner with some chicken wings. Okay, so this is them already in there. So I guess it's about as sticky as you want them to be. So if you want to be a little stickier and gooier, which is how I like it, is I think I need another little layer just to really just make that extra. Wow. And these are warm too, right? So now, does that look fantastic? Wow. I was a little bit more thorough with these ones too, as far as like really getting that juice in there. So getting the juice, the hoisin juice. Okay, so that like, come on.
Oh yeah, delicious.
How easy peasy.
All right.
All right, so now.
Sorry, stepping around the dog.
Yep, that's I know. So because these are so tender now, so I really want to make sure I get right underneath here to lift them off. Get rid of this. All right. So now, I put a little bit coleslaw there, just to. I think sometimes you need things with acid to it, just to cut through the oils and fats in this.
Well, and then you want the contrast of crunch, and then the nice, like silky meat, and then crunchy coleslaw. Okay, so some of these might be. Let's really make sure we make a mess of this. Okay, well, that's all we need to do for now. And so I'll just use my fingers and like as an appetizer, that's perfect. Yep.
Or 2 or 3 of these per person for a meal, and just stack it up. And the reason I want to do sticky ribs, like we're still in Icewine mode, right? Where we should have been. Well, some people were. I think it was picked Icewine now, but certainly the second pressings are still probably going on. And fermentations certainly are still going on. So it's still, and if it was normal time, it'd still be Icewine season. So I thought this with Cabernet Franc Icewine would just be glorious. This just got 94 points from Rick Van Sickle. Thank you very much, Rick, who has a blog here in St. Catharines called Wines in Niagara. Mm-hmm. And so this has already won piles of awards elsewhere too. Certainly was a bronze at International Wine Challenge, which is a tough competition to get a medal in. Silvers and bronzes all throughout Wine Decanter magazine and International Wine and Spirits. And this was 2016, very hot, dry year, and so the grapes were very ripe to start off with. It was such a pain to harvest because the grapes were so ripe on the vine that the reiki, like what the cluster hangs on the berries with, was so woody it wouldn't harvest off. So we had to go out and pick it by hand. And then when we pressed it, because these are such tiny, tiny berried Cabernet Franc, just the clone that we have is very, very tiny berries, which is why the chestnut tree is so spectacular. When you pressed it, we should have probably got about 400 liters of juice. We got like 280 liters of juice. I'm like, how are we going to ferment 280 liters of juice? By the time we racked it and blah, 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 we ended up fermenting it in a French oak barrel and then in a few demijohns. You can't say demijohn, you gotta make it Italian. You got demijohn. And so a couple of demijohn, and then there's a barrel, make a nice wine. And here it is. And oh right, because it was so sweet when it pressed, and we could only do one press lot of it because of how it all crunched down into one press. Did it come out like 42 bricks or something? It was something really, really high. And so we have 41, 42 bricks. That meant it was really challenging to ferment. Right. Yeast do not like to ferment over 40 bricks, and it's a real challenge. So just a real pain to harvest and then press, and then how to ferment it, where to ferment it. I wasn't planning on fermenting it in oak. And then after all that, that's why this little puppy ended up at $98.95 a bottle, and it just made I'm probably losing money at $98.95 even. So anyway, okay, so let's have a sip of this. And it's just so extraordinary because if you certainly see the oak, but it's just so far down in the flavor profile and the aroma profile because it's the strawberry and the blueberry and all those red berry notes that kind of lift up to the top. And because it's getting a little bit of age now to it as well, like it's almost like like the strawberry is like strawberry leather, like the fruit leather, like the fruit roll up kind, yeah.
Or like if you baked strawberries, or they're starting to raisinate something.
Yeah, like a baked strawberry pie. Yeah, and
caramelizing a bit.
Yeah, a little caramelization to it as well. And so hence I'm thinking this with this bad boy. I'm going for one with some meat on it. I could take this guy. That was rather weak swim. With the hoisin sauce and the fruitiness and the sweet, so you get the sweetness at least to pair up with the sweetness of the wine, and it's got lots of flavor and complexity, just like this has flavor and complexity to it. And so, it just smells so good. I feel like I'm having that marshmallow. We had those marshmallows 2 weeks ago. In hindsight, that may have been the best thing I've ever eaten. But anyway, Mm. Mm. That was appealing.
So that's why we do this live.
Graceful swim. Wow. And you know, like, you get like some burnt sugar notes in this, and so some of those caramelized notes really pop through and come through with the aged and caramel notes in the wine as well. And that 5 spice, it really has kind of toned down because the sweetness of the hoisin kind of goes over it. So it's really, really complex. So like 5 spice, salt and pepper, and hoisin when it comes out, like
easy peasy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Wow. Cooked strawberry, cooked raspberry, a little bit of plum note to that as well. I'll link that up with this. Oh, wow. Okay, I have to go home and I gotta go and sit down. This is like so delicious. Anyway, splurge. What a great little surprise. Oh yeah, what a great Valentine's Day present, right? Yeah. You get the color and then make this for your Valentine. And there you go. It's easy, easy Valentine's Day ready to go. Plus we've lots of other Valentine's ideas on the line too. So hop on to www.suitandstaff.com/collections and you'll see some of the cool packs we put together there for you. So anyway, stay safe, stay dry, keep your head above the snow, don't eat the yellow snow, and and drink ice wine. See you next week, guys.